Dude, tell me how Hikari had his whole torso missing, guys, and he was still able to pull off Restless Gambler. Now, oh, man, this chapter's crazy. This fight is honestly, it's got to be at least top 2 so far in the Calling Games, man. I honestly don't know who's going to win, and it's kind of weird because it's a shonen. You would expect, your main characters, at least early into the series, to basically win, but with JJK, I honestly never know. And guys, so okay, Restless Gambler's activated. I'm trying to think because there's no healing properties or anything that he has within his domain expansion. There's nothing he can do. He literally has to, I don't know, he literally has to roll like the minute he's in there. But how can he survive if he's going against Kashimo at the same time? He's really risking it all here, and hence the name Restless Gambler. But I don't know how he's gonna pull this off. I really don't know. He might die here, or he might take Kashimo with him. I don't know. He could actually do that, but I don't know how he's gonna pull this off because his torso is missing. What else can he do? Like, I doubt he can even move. Okay. Let's back it up. So, at the beginning of the chapter, we get a song, and I'm assuming that's the song that is playing for Hikari right now, since he's in his 4 minutes and 11 seconds of immortality. I think, but I don't know. Interesting little song, though, about exaggerations, right? But, we begin the chapter off with them kind of running, and it kind of looks like something out of a cartoon, the way that they're running. But so it looks like they're running around all these crates, right? And then it starts off with Hikari punching one of the crates, and as he punches the crate, we see that basically Kashimo does it back, and they go back and forth to the point where they basically obliterate the crate. And then we kind of get more we get more back and forth here. And I've said a million times, but Gege and his fighting panels, I really can't wait to see it animated. So we see Kashimo kind of holding on to like the door of one of the crates, and he literally smacks Hikari right in the face, and you see his face basically kind of peeled off from the injury. It's so crazy. But because of his healing properties, he's able to heal up. Now, here's the thing. Interesting, this little comment here. Cursed energy comes from the stomach, which we kind of knew, but I don't know if we knew if reverse cursed energy came from the head. But assuming how Gojo died, I guess that makes sense. Like how Gojo died against Toji. I guess that makes sense, but it's an interesting tidbit to note because he's like, basically, if I obliterate his head, he can't survive from that, which is true. So he's like, okay, I'll pinpoint his lightning, or I'll pinpoint his head and make it explode with his lightning ability, right? Which he's about to do. And this attack is super quick, guys. So the fact that he was able to process this, and honestly, I'm looking at this panel where he's like, oh, this doesn't look good, and his eyes and his whole head is kind of like really concentrated at about what's about to happen here. But then it kind of explains that, okay, he's just gonna start healing from the point it was broken. So I don't know what he really meant by that, but I'm assuming he's just gonna overheal, essentially. He's just gonna use all of the strength he's got to just heal everything up, and also to expelling all the cursed energy of Kashimo from him out of him. And it basically came out of his nose, apparently, right? So that was interesting. So he basically healed so much so that he was able to expel all that cursed energy out of him too. That was Kashimo's, which is really cool. And Hikari's in a really good mood. He's like, you almost got me, Kashimo. And they're both really confident. Like, this is a good ass fight. They're going back and forth with the blows. Hikari realizes that because of that ability, there's probably some type of requirement in order for him to do something like that, so he's got time. So within the last 8 seconds, he's going blow for blow for blow. And then we see the one caveat that Kashimo has. And this, honestly, guys, if not Yuta or Hikari, I don't think anyone's taking this guy out. He is a problem. Huge problem. Huge problem. This is so smart. He accumulated charges in his staff. His staff, and look at this panel. His staff, they're on a shipyard. His staff is all the way back there. And the staff accumulates the charge, and it's returning to Kashimo. And in between Kashimo and the staff is Hikari. He literally blows his torso out. Crazy. Insane. Like right at the exact moment that his invincibility ran out. But even still, he's able to pull out the Restless Gambler domain expansion. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I swear to God, this is like the 3rd chapter that he's done Restless Gambler. It's insane. And the chapter just ends. Thankfully, no break, but guys, again, I'm trying to think on how he's got to pull this off, because he's not going to be invincible. He's got to wait until he rolls jackpot, but at the same time, he's injured. All Kashimo has to do is literally blow on him, and he falls down and he dies. What can he do? Can he use that, gosh, I'm trying to think, what can his powers within domain expansion? Can he do anything to kind of heal himself up? I don't think he can. I think he's just got to wait. I think what's going to happen is he's going to play out one of the scenarios, like, immediately. They're going to watch it, and that's his only chance of, like, healing back up. But, again, I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to end. It might end up, honestly, with this scenario right now, it might end up with him dying and also him taking out Kashimo, but I don't know how that would happen. Either that, or he dies, and once Kashimo gets out of the domain expansion, like, he gets jumped by other people. I don't know how he's gonna win this. I really don't. Guys, great chapter, man. JJK every week, it's amazing. But let me know what you guys think in the comments at what's gonna happen, because I'm curious.